You never asked for the patch of scarred clay behind home plate. You were the kid who imagined walk-off moonshots, bat flipped halfway to the dugout, fireworks cracking across the outfield sky while your teammates mobbed you at the dish. But one steamy Saturday, the starting catcher tweaked his hamstring in pre-game long toss, and the coach's finger landed on the tallest 14-year-old who owned an outfield mitt and a willingness to say yes. Mask up, gear on, squat for 9. The chest protector smelled of pine tar, rust, and somebody else's panic. The helmet's cage rattled each time you breathed. The first warm-up pitch, a late-tailing two-seamer, skipped in the dirt and hammered your sternum. The dugout howled. Oddly, you grinned, because buried in that thud, you felt the entire game funnel through your body. Nothing happened until you gave the sign. For the first time, baseball needed you. You taught yourself the dance nobody claps for. Quarter steps on the balls of your feet, glove thumb turned up, target quiet, knees flexed just low enough to coax a high strike at the bottom of the zone. You learned to deaden 65-foot spikers with your chest, to funnel rollers back toward your throwing shoulder, to pop to your feet in under 2 seconds and hose a thief sliding into second with seam-ripping precision. Blocking became instinct. Angle the hips, soften the belly, smother the rebound. Framing turned to art. Beat the ball to the spot, present it still, whisper a question the umpire is happy to answer. Strike. Whole summers vanished in bullpens. You caught flat ground sliders that bit like saw blades. Bullpens where freshman flamethrowers missed your mitt by zip codes. Live BP rounds where ex-shortstops tried their new curveball, and you were the only one wearing bruises for proof. Adrenaline outran fear until the 97th pitch when fear always caught up. Nights belonged to VHS ghosts. Yadier Molina dropping one knee to steal a low heater and backpicking the lead runner at first. Pudge Rodriguez yanking a high-and-tight four-seamer back onto the black and firing a seed to second without moving his feet. Buster Posey quiet as snowfall, glove barely flinching, coaxing a rookie lefty into believing his changeup could sing. You copied their voodoo, glove tilt, pre-pitch sway, bare hand signs the third base coach couldn't steal. You wrote their gospel in a spiral notebook smeared with rosin and sunflower seed dust. Set early, stay soft. Win the borderline pitch. Own the 60 feet, 6 inches. Guide, don't force. By sophomore year, you were traffic controller of the diamond. Backside, 2 down, when the shortstop shaded too deep in the 6 hole. Inside move, when the pitcher forgot the runner dancing off second. Tempo, tempo, when your ace let the rosin bag linger and his curve lost bite. The beat reporters praised web-gem backhands, walk-off taters. If a ball clanked off your mitt, your surname clogged the radio call. That's the covenant of backstop signs and pine tar and bruises. Invisible glory, headline mistakes. So you studied hitters 3 swings ahead. If a cleanup slugger fouls a high fastball straight back, next pitch bury the split down and away. A silent finger wiggle, one tug on your mask, and the next 10 seconds of baseball belong to you. Call it right, ESPN celebrates the pitcher. Cross up, and the passed ball rings in your ears long after the crowd settles. Pain crept in like damp under stadium lights. Hamstrings hummed after doubleheader squats. Thumb ligaments ballooned from foul tips that ricocheted off the knob. Thighs purpled where 95s ran wild. You soaked in ice baths that smelled of menthol and regret. Taped every digit told the trainer, good to go. Because there's always a freshman with 1.8-second pop time swagger flexing in fall camp. One rain delay scratch, and he's penciled into the lineup card. So you played Hurt. Scratch that. You renamed Hurt Normal. You master mound visit psychology. One joke to loosen a rattled rookie. One scowl to snap a drifting veteran. One fist to the chest to remind the closer his heater still plays. Tiny corrections steal whole innings. September night, playoff berth hanging by a strand. Eighth inning, tying run on third, 2 outs, count 2-2. Your southpaw tries to shake off the backdoor slider you knew would end it. You stick with the call. He nods, barely. Breaker starts at the hip, carves across the outside edge. You drop the pocket, beat the ball to the turf, freeze it, sell it. Punch out. Stadium erupts, his name on the video board, his cap tipped to the crowd. Your heart jackhammers under 40 pounds of gear, but you're already framing the next first pitch fastball. One spring training, the plate feels farther. Your knees creak before your first squat. Throws to second float instead of sizzle. The rookie, now a man, gets the getaway day starts, then Sunday day games, then Wednesdays against division doormats. You strip the gear one clip at a time, lay it in your bag like folding a flag. Clubhouse chatter drones on. No one notices a backstop leaving until the first wild pitch ricochets to the backstop, and nobody's there to smother it. On TV, your feet twitch with phantom stances. You see a catcher stab at a borderline heater, strike stolen. You watch a mound visit come 3 pitches too late, tie game. You keep your critique tucked behind your teeth. Commentators love fireworks, not footwork. So you coach. You teach a 10-year-old how to let the ball come to him, how to tilt the glove's thumb to the sky, how to take the foul tip on the mask, pause, blink once, carry on. Mostly you teach him that a perfect night means the broadcast crew forgets his name. Why does it suck to be a catcher? Because you give the game your knees, your knuckles, your voice, your silence, and the box score won't even bold your name. Because crowds remember past balls, not game calling. Because your masterpiece looks like nothing happened, but a thin fraternity remembers. The kid in oversized shin guards who watched you frame a corner strike and decided right then he wanted the mask too. They remember. And for the keeper of the dish, the spine of the battery, that is enough. You left the game smaller for the hitters, bigger for the kid behind you. Somewhere tonight under flickering park lights, a boy crouches in too large gear, chest protector thumping from a ball in the dirt. And he's laughing because he just felt baseball's heartbeat for the first time. Your ghost squats beside him, whispering the old creed. Set early. Stay soft. Steal the borderline. Invisible when perfect. Undeniable when flawed. Welcome, young backstop. The patch of clay is lonelier than you know, and holier than you ever dreamed.